Okay, this is another recording of reading a picture book as read by me, Clay Hammock. This is the second attempt, the second day to do it. I found out that when the battery goes dead in your camcorder, it sets to the default mode. So I had to put everything back and get out the book to read how to do it. Okay, I had a lot of fun with the last book, and I looked it up on YouTube, called The Sea Chest, and I was happy. Only had 2 views, and now I got 10. So that made me real happy. And this is a favorite book of mine. And I didn't show my face in the other video, so I thought, well, that's a good thing to do. And so that's what I did. So here it is. It is called Stan the Hot Dog Man. Can you see that? It's Stan the Hot Dog Man. There we go. When it's focusing, I see a light blinking. So, why did I choose Stan the Hot Dog Man? Very briefly before I read the book, very quickly, I myself wanted to get a hot dog stand and sell hot dogs. People would make fun at me and would kid me. I got as far as finding out where to get a hot dog stand and everything. But I found out something that I don't think that it would work for me. I found out that there's a lot of taxes every year that you have to pay selling hot dogs from a stand or whatever. And I figured out in a short time that that if you don't work full time, you're not going to be able to afford to pay the taxes on selling the hot dogs. And I only wanted to work part-time. So after a few weeks of going back and forth and talking to the guy that does the taxes for you, and you have to pay him a yearly fee too, that I didn't think that I could do it. And then we had the big, crash, recession, whatever. And believe it or not, when that happened, 80% of all the hot dog stands disappeared. They could not afford to sell hot dogs anymore. But when I saw this book in the library, it struck a chord with me because I wanted to sell hot dogs. And I like hot dogs, and I thought it would be fun to do it. So although I didn't get a hot dog stand, a man named Stan did. And they're calling him Stan the Hot Dog Man. So here it is. I will start reading the book. Here we go. I will have to make a few camera adjustments. And so I will have to zoom it up a bit. Bear with me as I zoom in on. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see. As I make a few adjustments here. And here we go. Be very shortly. I'll have to do this. Okay, now I got to position the camera down. And let's see. Got it like this. And bear with me, it won't be long. I think I'm getting worse instead of better. Yeah. that's about it. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it, except, yeah, boy, bear with me. Here we go. I think, yeah, that's about it. Okay, and I will start. And here it is, Stan the hot dog man. And of course I must put on my reading glasses here. Like Stan, I have to wear glasses too. Stan the hot dog man. Let's see here. Here we go. Stan the Hot Dog Man by Ethel and Leonard Keshler. This was a husband and wife team. They both went to college, and one drew the pictures and the other one wrote the story. So that's a good team. Just like Stan the Hot Dog Man's wife helped him, Leonard Keshler's wife helped him to write this book, Stan the Hot Dog Man. And here we go. It says, for Betsy, Paul, Kim, Matt, and Rick, who love hot dogs. And I love hot dogs too. And yes, I do. And it appears like, and let's see. Boy, well, hopefully that'll be good enough here. So here we go. Stan the Hot Dog Man. There we go. Okay, bear with me. It will get better. I hope. Or should I say, I promise you. Well, hopefully you can see that. My final adjustments. Now I'm going to go. No matter what. Hip hip hooray! Stan is 65 today, sang the bakers. It was Stan's last day at the bakery. His friends gave him a party. His wife Emma gave him a big hug right there. Okay. Here we go again. And why do I have to try so hard? Okay. Thank you for the watch and the fishing rod, Stan said. Catch a big fish tomorrow, said his friend Jim. I am not ready to stop working, said Stan. Tomorrow I begin my new job. What is your new job? Asked Jim. Go to the corner of Lake Road and Wood Lane, and you will see, said Stan. Good luck, called his friends. As you see, there they are, talking to the hot dog man, Stan. So, the next morning, Stan woke up before it was light. I can't sleep late today. Yes, sir, I can sleep late today, he said. I don't work at the bakery anymore. Stan smiled. He closed his eyes. and he went back. He went back to sleep. Yeah, can you see that? Yeah, there he is. He's sleeping. There's his cat. Have you ever got up in the morning to go to school and you wish that you could sleep till 10 like Stan can? If you have a hot dog stand, you can do the same. So here we go. At 9 o'clock, the alarm rang. Ring! Ring! Wake up, sleepyhead, said Emma. Stan got dressed and ate breakfast. He looked at his new watch. Time to go to work, he said. Stan opened the garage door. And as you see, look at that. It is the nicest hot dog truck I ever saw, said Stan. Here is your cap, said Emma. Now you look like a hot dog man. Stan climbed into the truck. He started the engine and he drove off. Emma waved goodbye. It was a sunny morning. Stan turned on the radio. He sang with the music. Raindrops keep falling on my head, and just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. Hum, 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 hum. This is more fun than working in a hot bakery, he thought. Oh dear. Stan parked his truck at the corner of Lake Road and Wood Lane. He opened the window of the truck. He cooked the hot dogs. And let's see. There it is. There it is. Stan's starting the first day in his hot dog truck. And there it is. Stan waited and waited. And he waited. He looked at his watch. I hope people will stop here for lunch, he thought. A school bus stopped. Those hot dogs smell great, the driver said. 2 hot dogs with mustard, please. You are my first customer. Yes, sir. Your hot dogs are free, said Stan. Thank you, said the bus driver. My name is Pat. I drive down Lake Road every day. I will stop here tomorrow. Here we go. Okay. Then Stan's friend Jim drove up. Hey, Stan, you are a hot dog man, shouted Jim. You make the buns. I sell the hot dogs, said Stan. We miss you at the bakery, said Jim. I miss you too, said Stan. but I like my new job. Have a hot dog, he said. Stan's first day was busy. He sold hot dogs with relish and hot dogs with onions. He sold hot dogs with sauerkraut and hot dogs with mustard. He sold the last hot dog. Now I can go home and see Emma, Stan said. Stan sang all the way home. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he had a pond, E-I-E-I-O. And on the pond he had some ducks, E-I-E-I-O. With a quack quack here and a quack quack there. Here a quack, there a quack, everywhere a quack quack. Old MacDonald had a pond, E-I-E-I-O. And on that pond we'll catch some fish, E-I-E-I-O. With a splish splish here and a splash splash there. Here a splish, there a splash, everywhere a splash splash. Old MacDonald had a pond, E-I-E-I-O. How was your first day? Asked Emma. Lots of people stopped for lunch, said Stan. I showed all the hot dogs. I like being a hot dog man. I go to work late and come home early. Now we can have time to go fishing, said Emma. Good, said Stan. I will put our fishing rods in the truck. And there it is. Stan getting ready to go fishing with Emma. Okay, here we go. Satellite positioning. The next day, a family of 4 stopped by in an old car. How much hot dogs? Rather, how much are your hot dogs? Asked the mother. $1 each, said Stan. Oh, we can only spend $2, said the father. Please give us 2 hot dogs, okay? Yep, there they are. There it is. Okay. I really don't know. Here we go. You are lucky, said Stan. We have a sale today. Buy 1 hot dog and get 1 free. You can have 4 hot dogs for $2, he said. Thank you, said the mother. What do you want on your hot dogs? Asked Stan. Everything, they yelled. That is how I like my hot dogs too, said Stan. The family waved goodbye. Good luck, Stan called out. Okay. 5 days a week, the hot dog truck was parked on the corner of Lake Road and Wood Lane. On busy days, Emma helped Stan. She took the orders and Stan cooked the hot dogs. After they sold their last hot dog, they went fishing. "I've got one," yelled Stan. "I've got one too," shouted Emma. "What a big fish," said Stan. "We can cook it for supper." As you see, they're at this beautiful lake fishing. And there's trees and ducks. And there's a house in the distance. Some nights Stan played checkers with Jim. "Is the hot dog truck ready for winter?" Jim asked. "I put on snow tires last week," Stan said. "I have sand and warm blankets in the truck." One cold morning, Stan looked out the window. The sky was dark and gray. He listened to the radio for the weather report. "We will see light snow today, but it will stop by noon," said the weather reporter. "I think you should stay home," Emma said to Stan. As you see, she's pointing to her husband right there. And if you look real close, what can you see? Can you see that? There's the cat. She's listening to Emma. And that's another thing. I like cats. Okay. "I will be fine," Stan said. "The report said there will only be light snow." Stan put on his warm clothes. "Don't forget your boots," said Emma. Stan parked the truck. It started to snow. The snow covered the road. Soon the snow covered the hot dog truck. Stan turned on the radio. The late weather news. "Very heavy snow with high winds today," said the reporter. "No one will buy hot dogs," said Stan. "I will go home." Yes, he will go home. And no matter how. Okay. Then Pat comes by in the school bus. "Stan! Stan!" called Pat. "Did you hear the news? This is a bad storm. School closed early. I must drive Tom and Jerry home. You should drive home too," she said. "I will," said Stan. "Follow my bus," said Pat. Deep snow covered the highway. The bus skidded on the slippery road. Pat parked her bus. Stan parked his truck behind the bus. "It's not safe to drive," called Pat. "Let's wait for the snowplow." "We are cold," said Tommy. "Come into the truck," said Stan. We will be warm there. But first I need Jenny's help. May I borrow your red scarf? He asked. And as you see, there's the red scarf. Okay. The wind blew the snow up against the truck. 1 hour went by. They listened to the radio. Cars and buses are stalled by the storm, said the reporter. That's us, said Tommy. I'm hungry, said Jenny. We have lots of hot dogs, said Stan. Please tell us a story, said Tommy. I will tell you about the biggest fish I ever caught, said Stan. So he's talking to them in the van. And they got cover on them, and they're warm. And then what happens next? Just before dark, it stopped snowing. A big snowplow drove down the hallway. And he also drove down the highway. There is a school bus, said the driver. We will plow the road so it can get out. There's no one in the bus, said the other man. Where is the bus driver? Where are the children? I wonder where to, said the reader. The men plowed a path to the hot dog truck. They opened the back door. I am glad you found us. Here are the children, said Stan. We are safe and warm, thanks to Stan, said Pat. We are not hungry either, said Jenny. We cleared the road with our snowplow, said the driver. You can drive home now. Hooray! The children cheered. I will stop and call Emma. Then I will drive home too, said Stan. Drive carefully, said the snowplow driver. Don't forget. Don't go yet. Please don't go, Stan called out. Have a hot dog. It's a snowstorm special. Why, thanks, Mr. Stan. You're really a nice guy. We're hungry, too, said the drivers of the snowplow. And here is Stan giving the hot dogs to the people that drove the snowplow. Stan was generous. Stan was not greedy. Stan shared his hot dogs. And Stan lowered his prices when the family was too poor. So this ends Stan the Hot Dog Man. who had a snowstorm special. That's it. I hope that this turned out. This is the end. And that's the back of the book. That is the front of the book. There's the hot dogs. Stan the hot dog man. And I thank you for viewing. This is Clay Hammock signing off.